at 5. There's the catch, a touchdown by St. Brown.
Week 15 in the NFL had it all. Upsets, blowout victories, and a few nail-biters that went to overtime. The Week 16 NFL Power Rankings have been shaken up a little bit, so let's get into it. Julie, do the thing!
There's the dunk and the shoulder right there. Damon Shelton got finked up.
Number 10, the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts took down the Steelers on Saturday to move to 8-6 and continue to be in the thick of the playoffs in the AFC, currently holding the 7th seed. J.R. Tolkien would be proud of this win over the Steelers, as he wrote 3 books about an underdog Gardner defeating the forces of industrialization.
The old world will burn in the fires of industry.
Number 9, the Houston Texans. Mike Vrabel and the Tennessee Titans tried to establish dominance by wearing the Houston Oilers throwback uniforms against the Texans, but much like the Houston Oilers of old, they blew a 13-3 first half lead to lose in overtime to a Texans team that didn't have their star rookie quarterback CJ Stroud. D'Amico Ryan shows that he's a good coach despite a myriad of injuries and not that much talent to begin with by having his team in the playoff hunt. Number 8, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles were upset by Horsecock Lock on Monday night and have now dropped their 3rd game in a row. I think there's a strong correlation with their losing streak and not having head of security Big Dom on the sidelines. Philadelphia did try to shake things up by giving defensive play calling to Matt Patricia this week, but I could have told you that was a mistake, because if Lord of the Rings taught us anything, it's that you don't trust Gimli with power. Yes, I was able to sneak in 2 Lord of the Rings references in this one, so you're welcome. Number 7, the Cleveland Browns. What can Brown do for you? Ironically, shit on the Bears next to Lake Erie and not in the woods. Joe Flacco had a rough game early, throwing 3 interceptions, but he turned back into elite Flacco in the 4th quarter, throwing 200 yards and a touchdown, including this laser beam to Amari Cooper for the game-tying score. Ironically again, the Bears shat the bed, not the woods, when tight end Robert Tonyan dropped this bomb touchdown from Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney dropped the game-winning Hail Mary. Number 6, the Detroit Lions. The Lions game against the Broncos was a bigger beatdown than expected, but it makes sense given the top-heavy nature of horses and the kneecap-biting nature of the Detroit Lions. Moon may be against Lions, but it doesn't matter when the sun god is on your team. Rookie tight end Sam Laporta continues his incredible season, having 3 touchdowns in this game and continuing the Iowa tradition of primarily being a blocker in college and then being a receiving threat in the NFL. Number 5, the Dallas Cowboys. After getting blown out by the Bills, the Cowboys are currently in a fraud fight with the Eagles for NFC East supremacy. It's like watching a celebrity boxing match between Bernie Madoff and Sam Bankman-Fried. The resemblance is uncanny. Number 4, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs beat down the lowly Patriots in a game that was much closer than it should have been due to 2 Patrick Mahomes interceptions, one of which was not his fault, and stop me if you've heard this before, because Kadarius Toney bobbled a pass that led to an interception. Kadarius Toney is doing everything in his power to kill the Chiefs. If Christopher Columbus was still around, he'd be the biggest Toney fan in the world.
He was a brave Italian explorer, and in this house, Christopher Columbus is a hero. End of story.
Number 3, the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens beat up the Jags on Sunday night when Lamar Jackson channeled his inner Brett Favre, except for the whole stealing from the poor part, and had one of the most unlikely throws completed to tight end Isaiah Likely. You're welcome. However, the Ravens didn't make it out of this game unscathed when breakout running back Keaton Mitchell went down with a knee injury so gruesome that sicko me watched the replay on Twitter about 30 times. Number 2, the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco continues to be a powerhouse by destroying the Arizona Cardinals 45-29 to move to 11-3 and clinch the NFC West. Christian McCaffrey joined Peyton Eli on the Mannycast Monday night, where they asked him if he was a highly advanced football robot. It's hard to argue against this when he terminated so many people's fantasy football dreams by scoring 3 touchdowns in the first round of the fantasy playoffs.
I'll be back.
You will be back, Christian. You will be back to carry me to the championship. Thank you for everything that you do. Number 1, the Miami Dolphins. We're so back. The Dolphins are so back. After a disappointing loss to the Titans on Monday night, Vince came out and beat the crap out of the Jets 30-0 despite having 9 starters out, including speed demon Tyreek Hill. Jets players were demoralized after the game, saying in interviews that they were out-schemed and outplayed across the board and were officially eliminated from the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers joined the Pat McAfee show on Tuesday and said most likely won't play this season as he is still not completely healthy, and it's hard to come back from an Achilles tear that quickly. Who would have thought that all his talk about coming back to play in December was just for attention the entire time? Could it be me? That's the Week 16 NFL Power Rankings. If you like the video, check out some of my other ones. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe buttons like the Dolphins smashed the Jets on Sunday. And I'll see you all next time. I love you all. Bye.